Konami just added some brand new Darklord support in the upcoming core set Burst Protocol. This is actually one of the weirdest archetypes in the entire game, because Darklord, when they were first introduced, I believe in Fusion Enforcers, in Destiny Soldiers, Darklords didn't really do so well, because they've always had a tendency to break every single game. So Darklord's not the best archetype, but there have been some instances where people would take Darklords to a YCS, and they would get like top 16 or top 8 or something, but that's pretty much it. But here we are. 4 brand new Darklord cards have been added to Burst Protocol, and before we get to that, we have some big news for you guys, a massive update. I just found out this morning, at the time that I'm recording and posting this, which right now it's 8:14 in the morning, that both of my cards, if you guys recall, on August 21st, a couple months ago, I got 2 cards graded. Ghost Rare Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon Unlimited from Clash Rebellion, and the other is a Secret Rare Elemental Hero Magma Neos, also Unlimited, from Tactical Evolution. I got both those cards graded, and yesterday they were under the assembly stage. I found out this morning, when I actually woke up, that it was under the quality assurance stage, and now they've officially been graded. I know that the GameStop app allows you to check the grades, but I am not going to check them. I'm going to have a look at the grades with you guys when I do the vlog. So it's going to be very, very interesting, but I am super excited to get them back. I should be getting them back sometime in the next few days, potentially in the next week. So once I have them in my hands, I said it before, I will say it again, they will be available for sale. So if you guys do want to buy them, be sure to message me on my Instagram. My ad will be in the description below. I'll be giving you guys the price on both cards and how much the shipping is going to be. Yeah, you guys will definitely find out if you guys are interested. But I'm super excited. After almost 2 months, they are officially graded. Cannot wait to finally get my hands on them after 2 months. It is going to be a very interesting vlog, and I have a feeling that things are gonna get a little interesting from here going forward. It will be very interesting, to say the very least. But with that being said, let's get straight into the brand new Darklord cards. Again, 4 cards have been revealed, including 2 main deck monsters, a brand new fusion, and a new spell. So let's get down to it. Kicking things off is Darklord Golgotha. Golgotha? Yeah. And I'm looking at the art of this card. It literally looks like oh my god, what's the fucking character from GX from season 4? Night Shroud? I think Darkness or Night Shroud, one or the other. It kind of looks like him from GX season 4 with his duel with duel with Jaden. It actually looks really cool, super badass. But it is a 6-star Dark Fairy with 2400 attack, 800 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads, if this card is special summoned, you can special summon 2 Darklord tokens, which are both 6-star Dark Fairy with 0 attack and defense, and you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for fairies. Second effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave, you can add 1 Darklord card or one one forbidden quick play spell from your deck to your hand except this card. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, forbidden droplet, anybody? This is a free forbidden droplet search. It is a forbidden droplet search. You can search out forbidden droplet. You can search out forbidden lance, forbidden chalice, forbidden dress. Literally, you can search out for any of the forbidden quick play spells. Oh my god, that is actually a solid Rhoda. Holy shit. That is actually insane. Being able to search out forbidden droplet is super nasty because once you activate droplet and you basically dark ruler no more their the opponent's entire board, you literally have free range to just pop off, combo off, nuke the opponent's entire board, excuse me, and potentially threaten lethal. This is probably by far one of the best combo extenders that this deck could ever receive, which is nasty. Next up, we've got Darklord Dehudi. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Apparently the name Dehudi is an Egyptian name is the name of an Egyptian god, most commonly known as Thoth. Thoth, Thoth, who is heavily associated with esoteric magic and alchemy in the Western traditions of magic. So I believe it's Dehudi. I'm probably butchering it, but the artwork looks amazing. It kind of looks like one of the Horus guards that guards the pharaoh's tombs, which actually looks really cool. Actually looks amazing artwork. 4-star Dark Fairy. In fact, I believe this might be the only 4-star of the entire archetype. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, you guys can let me know in the comments. But I think I'm right. 4-star Dark Fairy, 0 attack and offense. Both of its effects are once per turn. First effect reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon a Darklord monster from your deck in defense position, except this card, and you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for fairies. So this is a good way to bring out cards like Darklord Achel, Darklord Asmodeus, Darklord Marie. You can literally summon out pretty much any Darklord monster, practically ignoring all of their summoning conditions, which is absolutely nasty. Second effect reads: if you control a Dark Fairy fusion, you can banish the card from your grave, target a Darklord card or forbidden quick play spell in your grave, add it to your hand. So this is a really cool way to constantly add Droplet or Chalice from your grave back to your hand. So this deck is definitely gonna be using up a lot of forbidden cards. Which, speaking of forbidden, there is one other forbidden card that I do want to bring up in this video. I was gonna talk about it in a future video, but I feel like because that the forbidden cards are technically a part of the Darklord archetype now, I will be revealing that new card here on the channel in this video. So stay tuned for that. But again, being able to add pretty much like any forbidden card from grave to your hand is pretty sick because you can set it in your back row, and then on standby you flip it, and then you basically just pop their whole board essentially. Now your opponent can't do jack shit. So kind of sick. Next up, we've got Lucifer, Darklord of the Evening Twilight. Oh my god. Am I the only one that thinks that this looks like a villain from what you call it? From what is it? From the Fate series? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that thinks that this looks like a villain, from the Fate series? Because I feel like it is. I feel like it is. I feel like it's a villain from the Fate series. Which, to be fair, the Fate series, such an incredible anime series, 100%, probably one of the best anime series that the writers have ever produced, ever. And I feel like we need more because the Fate series is just that damn good. 12-star Dark Fairy Fusion, 3,000 attack and defense, and it requires 2 level 6 or higher Dark Fairy monsters. And the first and third effects are both once per turn. The first effect reads: if this card is fusion summoned, you can set 1 Darklord spell and a Darklord trap from your deck. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there because excuse me, this is by far one of the nastiest effects I've ever seen. Being able to set both a spell and a trap to your back row is horrendously stupid. And I mean that in a good way, because you can literally set a Darklord counter trap and literally negate everything. You can even also set as well a Darklord quick play spell and use it right off the bat, which is nasty. Holy shit. Second effect reads: your opponent cannot target this card on the field with card effects. Okay, so it basically protects itself from being targeted. Cards like Lightning Storm, cards like Snatch Steal, I think Mind Control, just to name some of them, definitely cannot be used on a card like this, which is absolutely nuts. Enough said. Third effect reads as a quick effect: you can pay 1,000, target a Darklord spell or trap in your grave, apply that target's effect when that card is activated, then shuffle that target into the deck. So it's a pretty cool way to use up this new spell that I'm going to reveal as a way to go into yet another Darklord fusion just to pop off from there, which is actually pretty cool. Probably one of the best boss. This is definitely by far one of the better boss monsters of the deck. I think the original boss monster came from Destiny Soldiers. I think it was Darklord Ichel, I think, if I remember correctly. But still, this is actually really solid. Hella solid. Now for the new spell. It is known as Darklord Pleasure. That's what she said. Anyway, bad joke, I get it, but it actually looks really cool. Looks really cool. It is a normal spell with the effect reading as follows. Fusion summon a Dark Fairy fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its material from your hand, field, and or grave, and if you do, it gains 1,000 attack. If summoning a Darklord monster this way, you can also use Darklord monsters your opponent controls as material. So this is basically Miracle Fusion for the entire deck, which is absolutely solid. Not much else to say about that. But I do want to bring up the new Forbidden card. And if I'm being honest, I'm looking at this card's effect, the effect of this new Forbidden card. It is by far one of the most deadliest cards I've ever seen. I've never, in the 10 years that I've been a content creator, in all the years that I've been a part of the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I have never seen a card this fucking good. And the name of the card is called Forbidden Crown. To which you guys can clearly see it is a quick play spell. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck does this card do? Here is the effect, and it reads as followed. You can only activate one card with the card's name per turn. Neither player can activate monster effects in response to this card's activation. The effect reads, apply these effects to one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. Its effects are negated, it cannot attack, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, it is unaffected by other cards' activated effects except its own, it cannot be tributed, it cannot be used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceeds, or link summon. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real, okay? Let's just keep it... Let's just keep it real. This is by far the most deadly card I've ever seen. They literally took the effects of all the forbidden cards. Forbidden Droplet, Forbidden Scripture, Forbidden Chalice, Forbidden Dress, Forbidden Scripture. I think that's the Forbidden Lands. Forbidden Lands and Dimensional Barrier, literally Dimensional Barrier. They took all those cards and they basically combined them into one powerful card. This is by far one of the most insane cards I had ever seen. I can honestly say that this card is definitely going to be one of the most broken cards in the meta in 2026. And this card is definitely going to be banned. 100% is going to be banned. And under the new Genesis format, this is easily going to be at least a 60 to potentially a full 100 point card. Meaning that you're only going to be allowed to use one copy, and that is, and even using it as a one of is still fucking scary. Oh my god. That is just nasty. That is probably by far one of the nastiest cards I've ever seen. Oh my god. And I'm actually reading the comments from this one card in particular off of YG Organization. Somebody commented saying $90 short print secret incoming. Yes, I 100% agree. It is definitely going to be short printed. Everybody's going to be wanting to get their hands on that card. Holy shit. Yeah. So my thoughts on it, absolutely horrendous. Absolutely nasty. I can honestly say that with Forbidden Crown, I can honestly say that we could potentially see Darklords become a very powerful meta strat in 2026. But the only downside is that the archetype still needs new cards. It needs a brand new Link monster. It needs a new Xyz monster to help unbrick the entire deck. Literally, that's what it needs. The problem is that Konami believes that fusion summoning is perfectly fine. I don't see it that way. It needs a Link monster, like a potential like Link 2 or a potential Link 3, and a brand new Xyz like a potential like rank 7 or a potential like rank 8 or something to help unbrick the deck, and you be able to pop off from there. It's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. But oh my god, yeah. I have a feeling that 2026 is going to be a very chaotic year for the competitive TCG. So with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.